Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on.
Äh.
Fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
Auf meinem.
Come on, I assume you're not walking him in. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say
Überhaupt
that.
nicht.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Ach, das ist einfach alles so stimmungsvoll, das ist Wahnsinn. Die Meldung kam vorhin schon mal. Aber okay, schön, dass es nochmal wiederholt wird. Ich hoffe, der bleibt auch bewusstlos unter uns.
Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Aber klar doch.
So we can show Sheriff Gray. Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Mr. Gray! We got him.
Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure.
Mr. McIntosh.
We welcome you.
Wie geil.
We're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone sadly to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough. Where have you been? Around. And where you staying? I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Grays.
Gute Nacht, Blaze. Mach's gut. Und ja, schau morgen früh rein. Da geht's los mit einem neuen Zelda-Abenteuer, wenn du Zeit und Lust hast. Mach's gut und danke, dass du da warst. Schlaf gut.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty. There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like We can have a little sport. Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents. Some
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there. Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald. Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip. There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not? Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Ja, erstmal voll durch die
Gentlemen, follow me.
Fertigscheiße durchgedappt, Mensch. Ja, dann auf. Wir folgen dir, mein Lieber. Wir folgen dir.
How far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur. Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around. Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled. It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones. Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county. We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember? Listen, it was good we moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
Yes. Jack told me you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. I said he must have you confused with someone else.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray? Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here. He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy. If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight. I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight. But sometimes more smartly than others. Very funny.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
So. Das war unsere Angelstelle, sage mal.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Ja, das denke ich mir. So. Wir machen aber hier ein klitzekleines Päuschen. Ich bin sofort wieder für euch da. Würde mich freuen, wenn ihr dran bleibt. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß mit den Clips und bis gleich. So, meine Lieben, da sind wir wieder. Weiter geht's mit Red Dead 2. Ich wünsche euch weiterhin viel Spaß.
Yes, over there on the shore. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Hoppala. Kann ja nicht einfach mitten hier im Weg stehen bleiben. Was ist denn für einer? Ein Grabstein.
This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Ah, es sind einfach so coole Charaktere alles.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good
Super.
luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Head towards the middle of the lake. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Lasse L1 los, um den Seeköder am Haken zu befestigen.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving.
Got him? You got something biting, Arthur. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Wow. Jesus, was ist das denn für ein Riesenbrummer? Wahrscheinlich ist es nichts Großes. Oder doch? Keine Ahnung. Auf, komm. Ja, ich glaube, groß ist es echt nicht. Oder?
There you go. That's a nice one.
Wow, okay.
Got one.
Not bad.
Ah, Forellenbarsch. Einer der Lieblinge der meisten Angler, allerdings eher wegen seines Kampfgeistes als wegen seines Geschmacks. Essbar ist das zarte Fischfleisch aber schon. Bevorzugt Flusskrebse als Köder. Behalten.
Arthur's pleased with that one.
Arthur ist mit dem zufrieden.
Hey, Jose,
Geil.
you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass. Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night. This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market. and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Nice, you hooked him.
Damn it, I lost him. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and
Hey, look at this beauty.
there you go.
Nochmal eins größer.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that.
Ha! Got ya! Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel...
Komm schon, komm schon, komm schon, komm schon.
Sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out.
Boah, ist das riesig, ist eine Schlange.
We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse.
Wow.
Plans change.
Was
That's
bist
just how
du?
life goes. Not bad, Arthur.
Stahlkopfforelle. Oh, da kommt echt eine Schlange. Dieser Fisch, auch Regenbogenforelle genannt, ist eine der begehrtesten Trophäen für Angler, die meist Würmer als Köder benutzen. Wow. Ob ich die Schlange auffangen kann?
I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh. Arthur's got a bite. That's on the hook,
Wow.
Arthur.
Oha. Oha.
You're getting the hang of this.
Jesus. Ein Schwarzbarsch. Das zarte Fleisch dieses Fischs wird meist gebacken oder in der Pfanne gebraten. Die Weibchen werden größer als die männlichen Exemplare, aber beide beißen am liebsten bei Grillen. Okay.
Keeping that one, eh?
Ich behalte die alle. Soll ich die alle wieder reinschmeißen? Nö, 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 nö. Soweit kommt's noch.
I got a bite. Got one.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
Fish on
Yep.
the line, Arthur.
Eieiei. Der wehrt sich, hey. Das ist, glaube ich, nichts Großes. Hm? Auf, komm her.
Good job, Arthur.
Wow, wow, wow. Der ist auch wieder schick.
Worth keeping that one.
Ja, die sind irgendwie ganz schön Fische, die durch den Köder angelockt werden, knabbern oft erst annehmen. Okay.
You got a bite. Now reel him in, Arthur.
Oh. Jesus. Jesus. Der macht ja ein Theater.
Nicely done, Arthur.
Boah.
That'll grill up nice.
Wenn wir jetzt mal noch in seine Richtung da, hm?
Looks like you got a bite, Arthur. You hooked him.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well done.
Okay. 2,01.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Wo er recht hat, hat er recht.
Got a nibble there, Arthur.
Auf, komm rein. Komm her. Na, komm schon. Auf. Komm schon. Der kämpft ganz schön, was das Zeug hält, hey. Oh, was haben wir da Schönes? Ja, ein Schwarzbarsch.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Gut.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Aha!
Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done.
Das ist einfach so geil, immer wenn die singen.
I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I. There
You know what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, 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 round. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Bravo!
Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
Ihr hättet jetzt ruhig noch 1, 2 Lieder singen können. Ich glaube, wir sind noch eine Weile unterwegs. Ah ne, wir sind schon da. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think,
Eine Belohnung in mein Zelt.
well, I mean, we're gonna be okay. I know. Oh, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
I've had quite a time of it, gentlemen. Mr. Pearson! Mr. Pearson, look what I've got.
Arthur.
Fish!
Mr. Matthews! Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
Hey.
You know, one time, just off the horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The
So,
same
what do you think of
thing
the place?
happened to me just south
Seems
of
fine.
Milwaukee.
For now.
Only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
Arthur.
You're not a kind man. I'm not fooled.
They killed me. They took me and got me some food.
Hey,
That, of course, was that.
Will der mich gerade verarschen?
Hello, Pearson.
Latscht denn der jetzt hin? Hallo? Du wolltest ja gerade mit mir reden, oder? Hä?
What are you doing, Arthur?
My lady.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Hey, ich will mein Essen auch abgeben.
Always a pleasure.
Aber darf ich nicht.